Hello everyone, very good morning. Now in this video, we'll be going to cover civics chapter number 1, and the topic is why power sharing is desirable. Since we have understood the two different ways of power sharing, the one which was adopted by Belgium and another which was taken up by Sri Lanka, we can see a very clear distinguishment between how the society reacted when Sri Lanka divided the power on the basis of majoritarianism, whereas Belgium took care of every ethnic composition and divided the power equally in between Dutch speaking and French speaking people. So these two examples were a clear indication the reason why the power should be shared. We can divide the reasons into mainly two main sections. The first is prudential and the second is the moral. Prudential reasons are more based on prudence, that's a very careful calculation of losses and profits. So prudential reasons actually brings out the better outcomes. They are more calculative. They are based on that, yes, what are the, benefits, what are the profits out of any kind of decision. Whereas moral decisions, they are totally opposite of the prudential. They are based upon the moral considerations. They are based upon the values. So power sharing, if we talk, from the prudential point of view, helps us to reduce the social conflict. Then there is a possibility of, uh, conflict if the power is not shared in an appropriate way. But the reason why power should be shared from the prudential point of view is that it reduces the social conflict, which might can lead to violence as well as the political instability. So power sharing is a good way to ensure the stability in the society as well as in the political system of the country. From the moral point of view, power sharing, we can say, is the spirit of democracy. This is the basis of democracy. A democratic rule involves the power sharing with those affected by its exercise and who have to live with its effect. What does it mean? It stands for that for any democratic country, if the power is not shared properly, equally, then it is going to affect the lives of people. People have a right to be consulted on how they are to be governed. Yes, very true. Those who are in the democratic country, they do have the right to decide how they want it to be governed. A legitimate government is the one where the citizens, through the participation, acquire a stake in the system. And that's what actually we can see in our country, India. Tyranny of the majority is not just oppressive for the minority, it often brings ruin to the majority as well. Now, I'm very much sure that most of you agree with this statement that if the majority, whosoever the ethnic group is in the majority, tries to take over the power, tries to take over the entire governance of the country, then in the long run, it's not only going to affect the minority, but also ruins the majority as well. So here we can see that if the majority community wills to take the control over the minority, in the short run, might it's an attractive option, might, they will get the power, but in the long run, it will undermine, it will destroy the unity of the nation. Thank you so much. Let's wait for the next video.